Okay, joining us now at the podium is our four-time defending NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion and the 2009 Associated Press Male Athlete of the Year. I haven't said that lately, but you still are for the entire year. Jimmie Johnson. And Jimmie's won twice here at Darlington. And also this weekend he is running a Bill France Sr. NASCAR Hall of Fame decal as the induction ceremonies. The inaugural class draws closer. It'll be May 23rd at Charlotte. Official grand opening of the Hall of Fame is this Tuesday. Jimmie, the significance of running a Bill France Sr. decal on your car, that's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, it is for me. Bill Sr. was before my time, so I didn't have a chance to get to know him or meet him. And have him on my car is really neat for myself and the race team, and certainly respect his vision, all of his hard work, and everything he did to start NASCAR, make it what it is today, and then to pass it on to Bill Jr. and now to Brian. It's really cool to have him on the car, and I know what Bill Jr. was like. I can only imagine what his father was like, and I just wish that I was a little older and had a chance to meet him.
Okay, Jimmie, thank you. We'll take questions now for Jimmie Johnson. Raise your hand high. We got one in the back. Go ahead. We'll start with you.
Jimmie, Sean Akers, Anthem Media Group. Next month, you're going back to Michigan International Speedway. That's a track where you had some fuel mileage problems last year. Can you talk about, winning there? And also my second question is, it's one of the few tracks in which you've never won. So how important is that with all of your accomplishments and everything, how is it important is that to get a victory at a place like Michigan?
Yeah, I feel like we've been snake bit at Michigan a few times here lately. Obviously, last year we ran out of gas in both races leading. And years before that, we've had some fuel mileage things that have come into play that have kept us out of victory lane. We know that track is a fuel mileage racetrack, and we're doing everything in our power to get better fuel mileage. But I think with my driving style and then with the horsepower we build at Hendrick Motorsports, it's just tough to really get an extra lap, especially on a track that big. On a short track, it's pretty easy to get a few laps, but at Michigan, it's impossible. And Mark was able to capitalize on Biffle and I racing really hard, and really slowed down and just made it. So, it's tough to make up 2 miles of racetrack, but I feel very good about the way we've raced there over the last few years, and I'd love to shorten that list of tracks that we haven't won out with the 48 team.
Okay, next question. We're going to go to Mike Embry, David Caravello, and then Rusty.
Mike Embry, SpeedTV.com. You haven't won in 5 races. You're second in points. What's up with that?
We were close at Texas. Martinsville, we were experimenting with some new things and certainly found a direction in Martinsville, which we're hopeful to have a new package that worked really well, and it just didn't turn out for us. Talladega, we raced really well until the end and had some issues late. And then Richmond, it's been such a hot or cold track for us. We fought so hard the other night to finish 10th, and proud of the effort and the result. But if you look at our history there, it's either on or off, and we were off, unfortunately. But I was watching last year's race of Darlington, and the commentators made note about a 2 or 3 race rough patch that we had been through. And as I'm on the treadmill running, watching the race, I'm thinking, okay, well, history is repeating itself, and here we are again. So, they're just tracks that work for you, tracks that don't. I think it was well documented at the start of the year. We didn't have the dominant car, but we really took advantage of opportunity. And here lately, we've been working hard to find new speed and some new stuff to make the 48 car strong when it's the right time of the year. And I think we're getting close. Jeff and those guys have been working in some areas, and it's been working well for them. Mark's been experimenting and hasn't really found what he needs. Junior stuff has been getting better. So we're all kind of massaging our packages, and I hope that we get what we need under the 48 car soon to get back to victory lane.
David Caravello.
Caravello, NASCAR.com. Jimmie, I realize this is probably better directed at Chad, but I'll ask you anyway. With the preponderance of green-white checkers, I mean, is it possible to game plan for those 6 extra laps before you even go into the race? Are you at the point now where you almost have to assume they're going to happen and you have to plan accordingly?
I think you look at track history a little bit, and you're kind of in a position where if you need fuel at the end of, with 20 to go, and you know that you can't make the full 3 attempts, you come in for fuel, you maybe pump the tires up a little bit, and you go for it. So I think it is encouraging guys to take 4 later in the race, in the event of, and then also with the fuel, it's bringing us to victory lane again, because sometimes, man, we have that scienced out to, the lap of the checkered, you're going to be out of fuel. So it is bringing those 2 opportunities around, where for fuel, and then since you're there, with 20 to go, you may as well take some tires and pump them up.
Rusty Ball in NASCAR Media Group. Just looking ahead, Charlotte's coming up, the big all-star race. I think Mark said it best a while ago. He said the fans never leave that race without a smile on their face. Just your thoughts on that event, and the crew. You got a great crew to help you out with that. Yeah,
I think there's a smile on everyone's faces, from the competitors to the fans. It's a great facility, great racetrack. We're all at home. They find different ways to make it more exciting, each and every year. And then obviously at the end, the paycheck for $1 million for the winner, it motivates everybody, and it's off to the races. So I'm excited for it. I really look forward to the date each year, and I enjoy the tags on television where it's counting down and keeps it fresh in my mind of what's around the corner. And I know that in our sport we have a true all-star event. We really put on a great show, and everybody's out there giving 100%.